Okay, I have a pizza on its way. I do not know if it's a cheese or a pepperoni. We'll see how good the code was. But I just ordered a pizza from a cloud script I built. Um, as always, I don't like to be on camera, so we're going to change that. And as I code and you watch, we're all going to watch Odie. Okay, so we just need to go to Google Colab. So colab.research.google.com. I just wrote, I want pizza, and we're going to create that all over. It's going to be real quick. We're using the Pizza Pie API. Pip install -q Pizza Pie. Now I'm going to walk you down the mistake I made. Oops, there we go. Shift Enter to run. The mistake is that this won't run as it is. We actually have to download it and make one little change, then everything will run. Okay, so that worked so far. We're going to see the mistake because when we say from Pizza Pie, import everything, Shift Enter. Okay, so it says inconsistent use of tabs and spaces and indentation. This is a web download of this library. We can't control that. So what we have to do is actually go and download it ourselves. So to get there, it's github.com/GAMAGORI pizza API. Just go to the clone or download button, click download zip, and let's look at that in the Finder. Okay, I'm going to open up the code itself. Here we are. And we're going to jump into the Pizza API folder. We're going to go to Order, and this bug says it's on line 130. So we'll check out line 130. And yes, it is. There's two bugs to it. First off, if we look elsewhere, everything uses spaces, but on this line, it's tabs. So we're going to get rid of that and use the right number of spaces to put the return inside the pay with function. So let's save that, and we're set there. I'm just going to close code, and now that we can't use the online version, let's uninstall. Pip uninstall. Oh, the pizza's here. Oh my gosh, we have a pizza. Yes. That was cheese. Okay. So we're getting rid of the package that we have in our Colab right now. And instead, we're going to take the change we made, install it to our Google Drive, and use this code locally. So pip uninstall PIZZA PI. Shift Enter. Scroll down to the bottom because it's waiting for us to say yes. Now that's uninstalled. So what we're going to do is jump over to a new tab. We're going to change the name here. So this is going to be called Feed Me. And when I'm over here, now we see Feed Me. Okay, I have copied from Pizza Master I just dragged it in here. We're not going to do it again, but just drag it in. It'll show up for you. Inside there, you see a bunch of files, including the pizza API. And inside there, the one file we changed, order.py. Okay. Now we're ready to pull this file in from our Google Drive. So from Google.Colab, import drive. And then drive.mount content GDrive. Shift enter. Okay, so for me it's already mounted. I'm actually going to undo this so that you can see all the prompts. Press shift enter, run this again. Okay, you need to follow the link that it's given. Click allow. And copy this code. You can close this up. Paste the code here. Now our Colab has access to all the files on our drive. Let's figure out where this is. I could just show you the final answer, but it's a little more fun, and it'll just take 30 more seconds. So we start knowing where content GDrive is. So the only thing below is my drive. So let's copy that again. Shift enter. And we see Pizza API. So this is everything we need. All of our code is inside of Pizza API. Now we're going to import that. So import sys.path.append. This path we just figured out. Shift enter. Okay. So now we can say from Pizza API, import everything. And now it's finding our Pizza API. Ooh. Let's run it all again. Drive's already mounted. Let's skip these steps because we know where we want to go. There we go. Now we've imported the Pizza API. So you can read all about it in this website. I'm just going to go through and show you what I did. So I have a first name, a last name, email, and phone. You need to keep all of these actually what you need to keep real values for all of these. So let's use my other email. Five, 555 8 6 7 5 309. Okay. Customer is a new customer object passing in our variables. And I want to be able to print out what this customer object looks like. So from prettyprint, import prettyprint, and prettyprint vars of customer. Shift enter. Okay, great, we can see that. If you want to learn more about this, go to VS Code. Let's go to Pizza Master right here. And then the Pizza API, and we were looking at customer, and it takes in first, last, email, phone. If you want to look at other things like order, you can see all of its information as well. I would suggest doing this because you're going to put your credit card in, and you want to be safe and make sure that it's not a malicious API. Okay, so now we've set up the customer, me or you. Now we're going to tell it where we live. So for that, we're going to say, let's see, street address. I should probably use Pythonic standards. Paste, and shift enter to run that one again. Great, there we are. Okay. So you need a real address here, but for the video, San Francisco, CA 90210. And we're going to set up an address variable using the address object with all 4 of our values. Let's prettyprint it. Prettyprint vars of address, just to see what's going on behind the scenes. Okay, it's ready. If you want to see what this is, the way to get to that is we can prettyprint address dot URLs. Let's make sure that works. There we go. Okay, not needed, but just so we can see. Now let's figure out what store we're using. So what is the closest one? There is a built-in function for that. Closest store. And we're going to prettyprint vars store. Shift enter. Okay. Okay, so we have set the store to our closest store. There's also more in the API you can find stores. Now we're going to play with the menu. So the menu is our local store's get menu. And let's prettyprint it. Prettyprint's not going to work perfectly here, but it'll help us. We can explore. Okay. We have lots of coupons. I spent a lot of time working on this, and the coupons don't work on the API. But I'll show you how to read through them. And then there's a lot of things that kind of make sense. You can see this is a 2-liter Coke. We don't really see the details. And there's a ton of info. So what we're going to do is I'm going to show you how to actually first look through coupons, and you can play around with the rest of this. There's also a search function we'll show. for index and coupon in enumerate coupons. We're going to just print out a lot. There's a lot of things in here. I just want to be able to see them separately. So show me what the index is. And then pretty print vars of coupon. Let's run it. Menu.coupons. Okay, ton of them. Now we can say menu.search name is pizza. This is case sensitive. Okay, we can see each one where the word pizza shows up in the name. For me, I got the handmade pan pizza, medium 12-inch. So I want to keep note of that, and I'm going to say pan pizza is this string right there. I'm just going to commit that as a variable. Now I'm going to set up my order using the order object. Again, if you want to be more familiar with it, just read order, and here's your class order. It's expecting the store, customer, and address. Okay, so we pass in our store variable, our customer, and our address. Easy as that. Now we're going to add to it order.add item and pizza. And if you'd like to see what we're actually adding in the order, let's pretty print the order and go. So we're seeing, here's our address. Of the products, it's an array, and there's only one of them. It's going to be the pan pizza. And right here, I was trying to edit this to get it to have pepperoni. The code I was adding was the following. I also hard-coded in the coupon, it didn't work. So the code I was adding was order.data products, so that gets us the whole order, then data, then products, then the 0th element, because there's only one item added, and then tags, products, tags, and then default toppings. It starts out as this, but I want to add p equals 1, that's pepperoni. Default toppings equals this, comma, p equals 1. P for pepperoni. We can print this out. It'll look fine. We have our p equals 1 in there, but it didn't work. It's okay. Now, onto the magic. So we've set up our order. Now we have to set up our payment object. So the payment object is going to need a credit card number, expiration date, let's make this a little more clear, month, year, year, CVV code, zip code, and we're going to say 1111 2222 Use a real number, please. Whatever your date is, a 101. Whatever the number on the back is, 123. And whatever your zip code is, 90210. Okay, the card itself, or the payment itself, is a payment object using our variables here. And let's run. Okay, when you're doing this, there's 2 more lines of code here. The following line is for testing. Order dot pay with card. This will test. The next one is to really order the food. Order dot place using the card. Let's hold off on that one. Run. Oh, didn't run this. Run. Now run. Add to the order. Set the payment. Test it. Oh. Okay. We have to actually put in a real address here. We can change this. That's all it takes to build a Colab notebook to order yourself dinner.